for the Coppa Italia.
Ciao, buongiorno ragazzi, Anthony here for Inter Worldwide. And you know what? You know what? You just know what?
The stage is set for Christian Eriksen!
I mean, you love to see it, cuz! You love to see that! Ciao ragazzi, it's Anthony, it's Inter Worldwide. Cheers to a spot in the semi-finals, but cheers to a win in the derby, more importantly. Now, if you're going to downplay this fixture, if you're going to downplay the importance of winning the derby, just leave the video, bro. It ain't for you. Cheers to beating Milan and to shutting up Zlatan Ibrahimovic today. So, let's wrap. Oh, that's a good first sip of the afternoon. Late match reaction, very late match reaction. First day back at work today, so the match reactions could get late from here on in, but that's not going to mean that they're not there. Tuning into the match at work, I thought to myself, I can't believe we've done it again. I can't believe we've let Zlatan Ibrahimovic's 39-year-old ego push us and bully us around again, because that's the way it looked, but it was not to be. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. In terms of prime players, in terms of best players that I think have ever played the game, Zlatan Ibrahimovic is up there for me. You take out a prime Messi and a prime Ronaldo, and I've said with my closest friends many times, a prime Zlatan Ibrahimovic is about as good as it gets. I don't think there's anyone better. What he's done for Milan this season has been sensational. But I want to make a point in this video to point out how I think he's dusted. He's dusted psychologically more than anything. His behavior towards Duvan Zapata and Romelu Lukaku in the last 4 days, you don't necessarily have to be an intellectual human being to see what's going on here. The old man syndrome has kicked in, and the bullying is going to start. It really reminds you of the year 6, or when you finish primary school, the kid in 6th grade always might try to put down the kids in kindergarten or year 1 or year 2, because they're insecure as shit about being the kindergartners again when they go to high school the next week. That's what Zlatan looks like at the moment. And to be honest, I thought they had the game controlled because we had most of the ball, but we weren't doing much with it as per usual. So Milan have got this awesome control of the game, and what does this absolute dickhead do? He goes and makes a lunge from behind in midfield. And I'm not here to listen to anything, oh, it wasn't a foul. It was a foul. Was it a yellow? You know what? It was a yellow. And any of the Milanisti bitching and crying, you can go and form the waterfall that is your tears today. Because I'm not having it. You guys had the game. Zlatan had the game. Zlatan threw the game away for you guys. He is to blame. His ego got the better of him again, and he cares more about himself than he does your team. Milan fans should stop pretending that Zlatan actually loves their team. He does not. He loves himself. He loves himself. And I love him too. I don't hate the guy. Even today as I was watching it, I'm like, oh, you dickhead. All I want is for you to be on my team. But he gave us a he gave us a gaping hole into this game. If Zlatan doesn't go off, it is so much harder for us to score. He goes off, and within seconds, you just know it's coming. Whatever way it was going to take, it was coming. The penalty. Was it a penalty? Bro, in 5 years ago? No. What penalty that is given these days was a penalty 5 years ago? Not many, if any. In 2021, these are penalties. Believe that. So whoever's making that lunge and he sticks their trail leg, which is not the leg that you're making the tackle with, your other leg, that leg is left to flop around at the back. I think I read that it was Rafael Leao, and if that's the case, it makes sense because he's not a defender. He would not have the instincts to lunge with one side and leave the other leg open to trip. But then again, how do you even adjust in that circumstance? The penalty is harsh, the penalty is soft, but the penalty is legitimate in 2021. So, no arguments there. Rom, anger in his eyes, ice in his veins, tees up, scores the pen. That's all there is to it, because after that, you know the goal is going to come. But where? Dove? But finally, when he was stepping up to take it, I was just sitting there watching it on my phone, and something was telling me in my head, he goes, oh, he's going to score. And it was just weird of how sure I was that he was going to score, but at the same time, also, in my prefrontal telling myself, you're a fucking idiot. Look at all this hope that you've got that he's going to score. He's going to skyrocket and it's going into the wall. Stop being stupid. But the exact free kick scenario that played in every single Inter fan's head came off. Oh, it's peak, bro. It's peak out here. This team, 97 minutes, 97-minute goal. We would have beaten them in extra time. That's something I'm adamant of because they looked gassed. I'm hoping that this win takes the wind out of them. I'm hoping that this win is the one that guts Milan's confidence. Because we need their confidence to dip hard. But if they're smart, they'll still go away from this game feeling okay. They were down to 10 men, they lost their tailsman, we needed to score a free kick in the 97th minute, blah, 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 blah. They didn't actually beat us, whatever narrative you want to spin to make yourself feel better. But Zlatan! Pig. Oh well. This, in my opinion, it's his last season in Serie A. I reckon he leaves after this season. I just don't think he's got the capacity to keep going here. He's so good physically. He's so good on the pitch. Like that hit, that goal. Don't even tell me the guy, oh my God, could have Handanovic jumped. I reckon he could have, bro. He's a bitch. Just standing there. Doesn't even make an attempt. When Zlatan's lining that kick up on his right foot, you know he's not going to go near post. Whatever. Anyway, how you guys feeling? How you guys feeling about the result? How you guys feeling about getting one over the crosstown rivals? Because if I'm not mistaken, we've got them again in 3 Serie A games. I think it's Fiorentina, Benevento, Lazio for us. Or it could be Fiorentina, Benevento, Milan. I forget which one's first. Anyway, that'll be it from me. Forza Inter worldwide. Ciao ragazzi.